Right. Hey guys, what exactly is cloud? What are the benefits of the cloud? Why we need to learn the cloud? What cloud options we have? So what skills needed to be a cloud job ready? Guys, what exactly is cloud? What are the benefits of cloud? What they need to learn cloud? What cloud options we have? What skills needed to be cloud job ready? Cloud job ready. So what is a cloud, guys? What is a cloud? So before going to discuss about the cloud, so what we will discuss? We will discuss about the data center, guys. So we'll discuss about the data center. Guys, what data center contains?
Servers.
Ah, so servers is nothing but, so I already told you, right, guys? One second. Yeah. So this is a data data center. So data center are on-premise on-premise environment, right? So data center, what they are providing us in the data center? They are providing the IaaS. What is IaaS, guys? Infra infrastructure
Service.
as a service. What they are providing? They are providing a infrastructure as a service. Only they are providing the infra. Infra means so they are providing the servers and virtualization, network, and storage. Right? So if you want to launch a new server, definitely manually we need to buy the server and we need to get the code from the data center and we will build the, so we will keep it in the data center, then we will build the infra, right? Either a server or a storage or a something like or a networking. Everything will be taken care by our own. So right, so the data center provides only what they are providing is they are providing a IaaS infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. So for developing, for deploying applications, so we need a operation engineer. Manually we need to build the servers and we need to deploy the applications, right? So in the data center everything through manually. So if you are having any issue with the data center, so we need to go to the data center, then we need to resolve the issue, right, guys? So right, so the one drawback is, so if they're having any issue, we need to manually go to the data center and resolve the issue. So, and the other disadvantage is something like a virtualization. So, dev people, right? The dev and QA people need the servers only from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the 8 hours only, right? Apart from this 8 hours, the remaining 16 hours also, we are paying the money in the data center. So, right? So, for a big innovative thoughts comes into the picture and they created a a cloud environment. So why cloud came into the picture? So the slogan of the cloud. What is the slogan of the cloud is pay as you go. What is that, guys? Pay as you go or pay per use. So whenever you use the servers, right? That time only we can pay the money. So that time only we can pay the money. In the data center, whenever you are using or not, definitely we need to pay the money. So one is these disadvantages. this disadvantages. How cloud came into the picture? Something like so Amazon. So initially, Amazon company having a thought, thought like so. What is the thought? So every industry, every field, something like a banking sector. So banking sector. So initially, so we will go to the bank and we'll do the transactions, right? Nowadays, they created a app for the banking sector. Okay, they created an application for the banking sector, and the same way insurance purpose also. So insurances also. So before, so we went to the insurance companies, then we pay the insurance premiums, right? Nowadays, so everything, something like LIC, Tata AG, everyone, they are created their own app to pay the bills and everything. The same way hospitality also. So same way hospitals, they created an app for the to run the application, right? So the same way Amazon think so I want to create a application. I want to create a application or a website for the infrastructure. So I want to create a website or application for the infrastructure. Yeah. So in 2006 in 2006 so from 2000 onwards they started. So finally in the 2006 they launched a new service called as a EC2 service. What is the service? EC2 service. They launched the AWS. So AWS is nothing but a just a REST API. What is that, guys? A REST API cloud. So whatever it may be, either AWS or whatever it may be, they created a REST API or application to access the infrastructure. To access the infrastructure. So they created a application, right? They link it to the data center. They link it to the data center. So you want a server, you want a VM on the cloud or VM on the data center. What we need to do? So in the data center, manually we need to build or we need to install the OS. But here they created a predefined environment. They created a predefined environment. So within one click, it automatically creates the server. It automatically creates the servers. So we will get the instantly. We will get the services instantly, and they created as a infrastructure as a service. Apart from IaaS, they created as a PaaS and SaaS also. They created a PaaS and a SaaS. What is a PaaS? What is a SaaS, guys? What is IaaS, guys? What is IaaS? Abdul?
Infrastructure as
Infrastructure.
Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service means they just build the infra. They just build the infra. So, for example, I am a developer. What? Hari is a developer. I have a thought and I deployed a one application. I want to deploy this application on the server. So in the data center, what they will provide an infrastructure. But for deploying the application, we need to install the libraries also, right? The libraries means software. Something like if you want to deploy a Java application, definitely we need to install the Java and Tomcat. Definitely we need to install the Java and Tomcat on the server. But who will taken care by this? The Linux engineer or operation engineer will taken care by this installations. But I don't want to hire the operation engineer. I want to deploy my application. So is anyone provided the infra and the application also, the libraries also? Yes. So who is PaaS? PaaS is nothing but a platform as a service. What is that? Platform as a service. In the platform as a service, they will provide. So they will provide the infra as well as infra as well as the libraries also. So PaaS contains, what is that, guys? PaaS contains so infra plus libraries. What is that, guys? Libraries. Libraries means softwares also. If you took the PaaS service, right? A PaaS, platform as a service. So the cloud providers, they provide the infra as well as the software installation. You just deploy your application. So yes. So that is nothing but a platform as a service. So the next one is software as a service. What is So something like what is a software as a service? So software as a service means something like some of the clients, for example, FedEx, DTDC. So right, these are the clients, FedEx clients. So FedEx is something like a to to send the something like the things from one location to another location. So for that purpose, we need a application. But he doesn't know the develop. He doesn't have the developers. He doesn't have the operation engineers to develop the application, to deploy the application. So they asked in the cloud provider, so this is my requirement, I want to, so I want a, so something like you want to build a application and deploy it on the AWS, deploy it on the GCP, deploy it on the Azure, deploy it on the Oracle cloud. So then we call it as a software as a service. In the software as a service, what they will provide, they will provide the infra. Guys, they will provide the infra, and they will provide the libraries, and they will provide the software also. They will provide the software also. For example, Gmail service, ERP services, HR services, payroll services, right? Some, so we want to deploy the application also. So we want to deploy the application and host the application also. So this is nothing but a PaaS. Now you understood, right, guys? So apart from IaaS, why cloud is popular? They provides the PaaS, they provides the PaaS and the SaaS also. They provides the PaaS and SaaS also. Guys, now you understood why cloud came into the picture. So one region is pay as you go. So pay as you go means, so some the developer uses the server from 10 a.m. to, for example, 10 a.m. to 7 a.m. Right? So 10 a.m. to 7 a.m. After that, he will shut down the development servers. He will shut down the development servers. So the resources, right, whatever the resources, what is the slogan? Pay as you go. So whenever you use the server, whenever you start the server, so that time, so we can pay the money after shutdown. So whatever the resources, right, the resources is nothing but a CPU and RAM. The resources is nothing but a CPU and RAM will allocate to the another person, another server. So the charge will be taken care from that server. Guys, understood? So why cloud popular? The cloud popular is, so one is the region is, so one of the reason is pay as you go or pay per use. The second region is they are providing the IaaS PaaS. Apart from IaaS, they are providing the PaaS and the SaaS. So what they are providing is they are providing a PaaS and SaaS, and they created a REST API, and they link it to the data centers. So something like it's a region scoped. AWS is globally, it's a global, and it's a region scoped. Something like you want to deploy your application on the you want to deploy your application on the Indian region, something like a AP Southeast region. So you can select the region, then you can deploy your application. So then you can then deploy your application. So why cloud popular? So we can access from anywhere. So if you have the internet, you can access from the anywhere. You can access from the anywhere. Yes, understood? And they are providing the features like the auto scaling, load balancing, right? The auto scaling and load balancing. They are adding the a new feature, something like a auto scaling. What is that, guys? Auto scaling and load balances and S3 buckets. So RDS, right? So S3 bucket is nothing but a storage. So here in the data center, how we will get the storage? Something like we need to install the servers, something like NFS server or Samba server or FTP servers. So if you want to get the storage, for example, we took the 500 storage. So we took the 500 storage. So we created a NFS storage for 500, something like for the app logs, for the app logs, guys. But 500 GB is sustained for 6 months. Our assumption is, so it will sustain for the 6 months. So every day it will, it will load the something like 4 GB or 5 GB of the RAM, sorry, 4 or 5 GB of the space to store the application logs, right? So something like from day one onwards, from day one onwards, we are paying the money for the 500 GB. But in the cloud, whatever it may be, if it is a GCP, if it is a Azure, if it is a Oracle, whatever it may be, they are providing the storage solutions. And so today we uploaded only 4 GB of 4 GB of the logs. So what they will charge only for the 5 GB space. They only charge for the 5 GB space. But in the data center, we will charge. They will charge only. They will charge 500 GB for day one onwards. So that is the disadvantage. And auto scaling. So what is auto scaling? For example, your application. So your application is so people are connecting on Saturday, Sunday, something like they are conducting the tournaments on the Saturday, Sundays. So generally, every day they are connecting. The people are connecting. For example, Rummy Circle or whatever it may be. So every day the people are using that website. 10,000 people in the weekdays, in the weekends, they provided the something like a tournament. They conducted the tournaments. In that tournaments, so 1 lakh people will be accessing that application. So this application is only sustain 10,000 people. So for 1 lakhs people, definitely we need to spin up the another servers also, right? So another servers also. But we are paying for these servers from Monday to Friday also, because of we are not using these servers in the Monday to Friday, but we are paying the charge from Monday to Friday also, because of we are using only weekends, but we are paying money for so Monday to Friday also, because of we are not using but we are paying the money. So in the in the cloud provider, they they provided a feature called it as a auto scaling. So whenever something like this server is sustained, this server user limit is 20,000. After 20,000, so it will automatically spin up the server. After 40,000, it will automatically spin up the another server. Another 60,000, it will automatically spin up the another server. Something like so if we complete the first round of the tournament, the 40,000 will be reduced from the tournament. So right, it automatically reduces the two servers. It automatically reduces the two servers. Same like as auto scaling, scale up and scale down. So what is the future? The future is scale up and scale down. And the storage. So storage we can store up to petabytes of the data, and so we will charge. So whatever the storage we uploaded. So whatever the storage we uploaded. So there are many features. So they created as a service, something like we need a server, right? For the server, we need to build, we need to buy the server, we need to keep in the data center, then we need to install the CentOS 7, everything, right? It will take 15 to 20 days to build a one server. But in the cloud environment, they already predefined environment. If you click the environment, if you click the something like if you want a instance, if you want a VM, one click it automatically get the instance within a minute. If developer wants a server within 1 hour, so we cannot give you from the data center, because of it will take 10 to 15 days to give the server. But in the AWS, it will give within 1 minute. It will give within 1 minute. That is the advantages of the cloud computing. So that is the advantages of the cloud computing. Guys, understood?
Yes.
Yes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. One second. Yeah. What is a cloud computing? Why we go for cloud computing? History and origins of the cloud computing. Characteristics of the cloud computing. Types of the cloud services. So what are the cloud services, guys? Software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. But the data center provides only infrastructure as a service, right? Cloud implementation types and conclusion. What is a cloud service like? Services and solutions that are delivered and consumed in real time over the internet or cloud services. So when you store your photos online, web email, social networking site, so you will use the cloud computing services. What is cloud computing? So cloud computing is a delivery model of a computing services. over the internet. So wherever you are, you can access the cloud computing through the internet. It enables a real-time development and delivery of a broad range of products, services, and solutions. So cloud computing is a style of computing where massively scalable IT-related capabilities are provided as a service across the internet to the customers. Multiple customers. So what is cloud computing? What they are providing? They are providing computing software resources that are delivered on the demand as a service. They will provide the storage service, they will provide the applications, they will provide the database services. Okay, why we go for cloud computing? So why we are go for cloud computing? What are the disadvantages and advantages? So the lower computing cost, improved performance, reduced the software cost. Because of so if you want to give the database server, so we need to purchase the license of the Red Hat, then we need to purchase the license of Oracle, then we will install it and then we will provide it. So but if you took the cloud computing, the software cost will be reduced because of they will they will take care of the licenses. They will take care of the licenses, reduce the software cost, instant software updates means, for example, patching in the manual data center. So the Linux engineer will do the cadence of the patching. Something like they will check the vulnerabilities and what are the patches are available for this week, for this month. They will do the patching. So that time definitely, so we will crash the server or something, right? But so if you took the AWS, it's a freely maintenance. They will take care of the patching and everything. Unlimited storage capacity, increased data reliability, device independence, and the always on, anywhere from any place. So you can access anywhere from any place, free from the maintenance and no need to know about it. Guys, understood? Guys, understood?
Yes.
Yes, right? So tomorrow, so we will continue from this, so how it comes. So how it comes, the AWS, the cloud providers. Yeah, I will tell you one thing, guys. Who are providing the cloud services? Who are the cloud providers? Who are providing the cloud services? Noor, I think you know, right? Abdul.
So we have like three major cloud providers.
Yeah. Who are?
Amazon Web Services,
Yeah. Amazon, AWS,
Google,
AWS,
Azure.
and Microsoft Azure.
Amazon. Yeah. So the second, Azure. So who will
Azure
provide
from
Cloud.
this?
Microsoft, and
Microsoft.
GCP from Google.
Yeah. GCP. What is this? GCP from Google. Guys. Next.
We have
OCI.
Alibaba,
Yes. OCI from
Oracle.
Oracle Cloud. Okay. So fifth one is IBM Cloud. So IBM company, from IBM company. So sixth one is Alibaba. So Alibaba Cloud is something like it's a China cloud. What is that? Mm, so AWS, Azure, GCP, OCI, IBM, and Alibaba. So these are the companies provided the cloud services. So provided the cloud services. So the concepts are same. The concepts are same, but the naming convention should be different. So for example, in AWS, we call it as a VM, right? Virtual machine, we call it as a instance. What is that? Instance. The purpose of the instance is to deploy the application. So in Azure, we call it as a VM. So in Google Cloud, we call it as a Google Compute Cloud, Google Compute Engine. So what is that? Google Compute Engine. So right. So the purpose is same. What is that, guys? The purpose is same. Guys, 1 second. So Amazon provides the storage solution called as a S3. So Google provides something like, what is that? Google Drive. So Azure, Microsoft creates a OneDrive, right? The purpose is same, but the naming convention should be different. If you learn any one of the cloud, it will be easy to understand the other clouds also. So it will be easy to understand the other clouds also. Guys, got it? So if you learn any one of the cloud, so it will be easy to understand the other clouds also. So it will be easy to understand the other clouds also. The core features are should be same. The core features should be same. The core feature should be same. Something like what is cloud providers, cloud services, cloud environments. So what are the environments, guys? So in the non-prod, right? So non-prod, prod, dev, QA, right? The same way here also. So public cloud, private cloud. So private cloud, public cloud, and hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud, guys. Guys, understood? Right. So we'll discuss tomorrow, guys. So we'll discuss deep dive into the same cloud services, cloud providers, and cloud environments. Then we'll start the AWS, guys. Then we'll start the AWS. So when it was started, so what are the services they are providing? What is the cloud history, number facts? What are the use cases, global infrastructure, regions, so availability zones, so data centers, so edge locations. So we'll discuss. So we'll discuss AWS. Then we'll start the AWS services, guys. So we'll start the AWS services. Guys, understood? Tulasi, Noor,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll continue from
Thank you,
tomorrow.
sir.